following is brought to you by TaskJet, the future of task management. We often say money is hard to earn and easy to spend. Makes sense, right? Rent is due every single month, car payment, health insurance, auto insurance, food, the electricity bill, the cable bill. It all goes out pretty quickly. But a lot of this is a mindset shift that needs to happen. When you're spending money, you're spending it on something that somebody else is earning. So it can't be easy to spend and hard to earn for everybody unless that's a product of your mind. When you order a steak at a restaurant and you consume that in all of 20 minutes, and that's if you take your time. But maybe the steak costs you $60 plus tax and tip, and then you get drinks and an appetizer. But out of that $60, how much profit is actually in it for the restaurant owner? Because he has to pay his staff, and he has to pay for the raw cost of the food, and he has to pay for the space that he's renting, which is a big nut to crack. And you have to consider the entire process that went into that steak. So there was a delivery driver involved. There was the butcher. There was tending and caring for the animals. The cost that went into that. And then there is the market, the actual purveyor of the meat distributor. So there is an entire lengthy process that takes place before it ever gets to your plate. So yes, you consume that in 20 minutes, but how long did that process take to get to your plate? A lot of people and a lot of work went into that thing you consumed in 20 minutes. And this is the nature of business. So for the majority of people, it seems like what you have accumulated, unless you've reached a stratosphere of wealth where you really never have to stress about a bill in your life. But for the majority of people, there is a lot of work that goes into earning a living. And we have expenses that we can't eliminate. You want to live a nice life. So you have to buy into this idea that you're going to work hard every day. And it's just, this is a process. You take vacations, you take breaks, you spend time with your family, but God works 6 days and rested 1 day, as the story goes. That's what we're here to do, to make the world a better place through what we can do using our craft. And it's important not to focus so much on the results, the daily results, what happens in a week, the month, because every industry goes through cycles and phases. 1 minute, real estate is really hot, and then you have the 2008 crash. Now, home ownership can be a burden. Most people cannot industry hop and time it perfectly, where you're going to get into an industry and follow the trend, and you're going to make a boatload of money, and then you're going to get out at the right time, and then you're going to industry hop to the next one, and you're going to make a boatload of money there. Very few people are very good at that. So it's more important to just view life as a long-term game in terms of your profession, and to ride the waves of that, knowing that you're going to have great moments where money is flowing tremendously in your space, and there's other moments where it's going to be not as abundant during the down periods. So you must understand that if it's a down period, you probably have to push a little harder. But it's a cycle. And sometimes you have to take on side ventures and you have to invest in other things so you're taken care of during those down moments. Unless you pick a really industry-proof profession, which is usually medicine or food, being a purveyor of information or some kind of essential need that we need every single day. And yes, sometimes you're going to be forced to change your profession. That's life, okay? Things can come to an end. I mean, if your profession is doing things that computers could do faster, then that's the nature of life. You have to move on. That's innovation. But there's going to be other opportunities available. If AI and robots are going to take over a lot of professions, there's going to be a lot of other professions that are created as well that piggyback off of that idea. This is the nature and cycle of all things. So you can't get too down about that. There's programmers and coders of the robots. There's maintenance of the robots. There's consultants who have to train people how to deal with it. You have to sell the robots. You have to deliver them. Living in a world where everything is automated and robotic is not necessarily going to happen so fast. All kinds of professions are going to be created, even with the gradual release of automated technology. But it's really a concept of sticking through to something and riding the ebbs and flows and being amenable and flexible, of course, to pivot when you need to. But I would strongly suggest not to pivot necessarily as a way of life, unless you really get a thrill off of that and you're very good at it, which is not so common. So the most important advice is to work hard and stay the course. This has been brought to you by TaskChat, the task management tool to simplify your life. TaskChatApp.com.